In this video, we are going to build a fake news detection system using deep learning. We will use tokenizations, pretrained GloVe embedding, CNN, and LSTM, all combined into one powerful model. Let's break it down step by step. So I already write down the code before in the Google Colab. So first, what I can do, you can just go on the runtime and change the runtime type in the form of GPU, so that you can using the free GPU by Google Colab. And after that, I'm simply going to import it here of the required library. First, I'm going to import here the NumPy, also the pandas. NumPy is nothing but for the multi calculations of array, as well as here the converting the data into some kind of formats. And after that, you also import here the pandas as PD. It's nothing but for actually loading here the data set from the directory. So in our case is news.csv. And then you also import here the TensorFlow STM because you're going to using here and neural network architectures. That's why we simply going to import the TensorFlow. And then from sklearn.model sections, we importing here the train, test, and speed. Because we know that in case of machine learning model or any kind of deep learning model, we need to divide our data set into training and the testing part. That's why. And after that, you also import here sklearn, you import the preprocessing. Why? So that we can actually converting our data, our categorical data into the numericals, basically for the label encoders. And then you also import here the tokenizers from tensorflow.keras.preprocessing.text. So what it can do, it will try to converting the text into some kind of numbers. And then tensorflow.keras.preprocessing.sequence, we import here the pad sequence. This is nothing but for creating here and sequence of word. Now what I can do, I am simply going to using here the shift and enters, or you can also click here these buttons. And after that, it will actually basically importing here all of those library in our kernels. Now, what I can do, I am also going to running this out. So this is nothing but our news.csv. You can also click here and copy path, and you can also give it the absolute path. Okay, it's actually up to you. I'm just going to give it like that. And how am I actually using this data.head? It will just give me some preview of 5 rows. And you can see one labels, which is nothing but called fake. And the text, and the titles, and the unnamed zero. Okay, it's been that you need to drop this unnamed zero because it's not needed at all. So in our textual data, we are basically configure, or we are basically considering here the text. That's why we can basically deleting here this unnamed zero. And we make it here axis is equal to 1 because of you're going to deleting here the entire column. That's why. And after that, we can simply going to show here the 5 data of our from our data sets. So data.head, and you give it to 5. So you can see titles, text, and label is here. And you can see the 5 preview of the row. Cool. And after that, we are basically creating here the instance of the label encoder. I already told you that. Why? Because of that, if I see the labels, it's nothing but in the form of textual data. So in our full entire data set, we just only have the 2 types of labels. One is a fake, another one is a true. Okay, we can say like the true and false. So if I'm going to convert them, so for that I need to actually import it here. So it's simply going to feed it to our data of labels, and we're simply going to transform it. First, you need to fit, and then you can transform with your data. Fit means it will changing the data according to your needs, and after that you basically fit and transforms. Shift enter. So what it can do, it will try to converting your data into some 0 and 1 format. Okay, I can also show it in here. I can say that data.head. So you can see look like that. So you can see it converted into 0 and 1. So I can easily predict here our outputs. Cool. And after that, we actually creating here some of the variables. Okay, it's nothing but the constant variables. So embedding dimensions. So what it can do, it will try to converting here our data into some vector format with the dimension is basically 50. And max length of 54, it's mean that we're taking here the 54 length of text for each time. And padding types is post, and trunk type is post, and OOP tools is basically OOB. It's nothing but for our GloVe pre-trained models. And training size is 300. I take it here as samples. And test versions is basically 0.1. It's mean that we're taking here the 10% of the data for testing purposes. And then what we can do, we simply going to converting here all of our data into some kind of tokens. So how it actually look like. So if I go on here, so if I go up, you can see this is how we can basically preparing here our text. So in our textual data, you can see we basically have a news. Let's say this is an fake news that you can see. I mean, this is nothing but an text that you can see on here. And what it can do, it will try to converting here this text into some kind of numbers. You can see like that, like that, like that. So this is what we are basically doing in here. So we just simply going to creating here some of the list like titles, text, and labels. And after that, we take it based on our training size. So our training size is basically the three thousands that you can see on here. Okay, it should be coming on here, 3000 on here that you can see. And we're simply going to iterate to here and using here a for loops and try to put it down here by title, text, and labels in that positions. And after that, we simply going to calling here our tokenizers. So what tokenizer actually does, it will try to converting here our data into some kind of numbers. So if you have the knowledge of the large language model, that how you can basically build a large language model from scratch, you can also go and check my videos of build a large language model from a scratch sequence. So here we basically discuss about these things. Okay. And after that, we're simply going to feed on text, and that we're simply going to using the what index and also creating here and text to sequence so that you can directly pass it to our large language model. So not large language models, in our deep learning models. So then you're also creating here a pad sequence of sequence that you created with the vocabulary size. Also, you need to also give it here the truncating type actually. Okay, you can go on the Google and also search for that. What is that actually? And then we're simply going to creating here and split of 80%, 90% to 10% because you already initialize here our training size should be 90 and testing size should be the 0.1%. It means 10%. And then you can see we're simply going to take it here based on that split that you can see. Super simple, nothing fancy on here. Split on that training sequences and the test sequences, test level, and the training level. It's mean that we have the dependent and independent features. Cool. And then we convert each to our numpy array. Okay, we should also learn not learn actually run those things. Okay, and then you can see that we basically going to downloading here the GloVe. There's nothing but our pre-trained models. So we're simply going to download it here, and after that we are going to using this out so that we don't need to creating here our own what vectors embedding because it's already available in this GloVe, so it's free to use. You can easily use it, so you don't need to train it again for the what embedding. So that's why I'm going to be using this GloVe pre-trained models. So already making these fake news direction systems using machine learning as well. It's also available in this multiple cities. You can go and check out. Link will be you will get in the description, or you can just go on the multiverse series and you can easily get it out. Okay, so it will taking few times because it's downloading here this data, that's why. Okay, so let's try to going to actually discuss these things, or I can discuss is later on how it is basically downloaded and also unzipped. Okay, because it's important. Okay, so you can see that it's basically downloading these GloVe pretend models. So I'm going to choosing here the 50 dimensions. Why? Because if I go up, you can see the embedding dimension is 50. You can also take it here. This one is maybe 989.88 MB. You can also taking this out, but I'm just going to using here this one to train the model. You can also go and check out for the 300 as well, but I just going to do it here because this is not even a tutorials. Okay, now after that, what I can do is simply going to opening this our text file, I mean txt file, and then we give it to here R is nothing but by mode, and encoding is basically UTF-8. Cool. And after that, what we can do, we're simply going to taking here our values, watt and coefficient in our what GloVe embedding models, and we actually basically creating here embedding matrix of these whole dimensions, whole dimensions, and try to put it down. Okay, and inside this embedding indexes. Okay, it's nothing but embedding index with our own data sets. So if I simply going to running this out, that you can see it basically creating here the embeddings index. Okay, we're simply going to freezing this out actually. This is the first model itself. Okay, and after that we basically creating here and sequential models. This is nothing but our architectures. Let's discuss it on here. Because this is an our architecture. Okay, so that's our architecture actually. I mean that is the main part. So first, what we having an embedding layer. So it's better I can taking this path right now, and I'm simply going to discuss it here very clearly. Okay, so in this case, architectures, you can see first we have an embedding layers. So what embedding layer actually does? So first it will converting the words number into an dense vectors, a dense vector, which is nothing but an DL methods, or you can say nothing but an neural networks. Okay, And then after that, we are going to using here the pretend GloVe that we already downloaded. And then we making here the trainable false. We freeze here the pretend embedding because this model is already trained. And we making here trainable false so that it cannot train it again. We are using here this predefined trained one, or you can say pretend one. And we're simply going to freezing these options and to put here our own custom data. That's why embedding model is here. Okay. And then we also add here and drop out here, which is basically help us to prevent here the overfitting problems. Okay. And then you have the conv warranty, which is nothing but for detecting here the important patterns in text. So in case of text, we have some important patterns. So that's why we basically using here this conv1d. And then the second one is like finding the keyword of combinations. Let's say we have a word called ABC. So if I'm going to taking here two of the combinations, so it may be the A, B, or let's say BC, or CA, or ABC, like that combinations. It look like the recursion backtrackings. So this kind of way, it actually help us to finding the keyword combinations. Cool. And after that, the max pooling, it basically reducing here the dimensionality of your data. Okay, that's why you're using the max pooling. And after that, the LSTM, also called as long short term memory. So it's capturing here the long term dependencies in a text. It's very important in case of your textual data. Long term dependency. Let's say I have a word called, let's say this is my cat. So if you just remembering here this cat word, it not be worthy. You need to also remember this word called my, because this is my cat, not her cat or not his cat, like that. So that's why you just need to capturing here the long-term dependencies. Okay, and also you need to also understand the context. What the context it's actually talking about. Yes, they're talking about that this cat is mine. Matlab a billi mera hai actually, like that. So and after that we are going to using here a sigmoid of dance because our output probability is between 0 to 1 and this is a binary classification, that's why. And if this is basically greater than to the 0.5, we make it true, otherwise we make it here as a false. That's it. I mean fake. Okay, so let's go on here now. So what you can do, you can see that we basically creating here the embeddings, and we also put here our vocab size. Our vocabulary size, also the dimensions, and input length is basically our max length. And weight is basically embedding matrix, and we make it here trainable as a false. And then you also give it a dropout at 0.2%. 20% of the data is just going to neuron, not it actually. Neuron is simply going to deactivate it. And conf1d, we have a 64 of 5, and max pooling, and let's LSTM of 64, and dance of 1. It's dance of 1. Why? Because this is nothing but unbinding classifications. Okay. And after that, we're simply going to running the shell, as well as I'm simply going to running the shells. Okay. So yep, here you go. You can see on here. So what I can do, you basically going to fit here our models with our training sequences. See, we simply going to passing here the sequence of data, passing here sequence of data. That is very important in terms of the textual data. And then we simply going to converting here training levels into numpy array. Training levels means 0 or 1s. And epochs is a 50, and validations data is basically test sequences. And you also converting here np.array to our test level. It means that in our sequences, we also passing here our training data, as well as we also passing here our validation data. And we make it in verbose equal to 2. You can make it 1. It's mean that we are interested to show our epochs. That's why. Okay. So you can see that it completed an accuracy of 97%. You can also test without with the embedding dimension of the 300s. You can also do and check out the how accuracy actually improved. And then you're simply going to testing here one of the sequence. Let's say you got 100 US dollars. Okay. So we are going to convert it into text to sequences and then convert it to the patch sequences so that you can pass it to our neural networks. And then you're simply going to predict it. Okay. If it is greater than 0.5, you're simply going to make it death like that. This news is false. So this is how you can basically testing this out and how we are basically creating here this kind of applications. You can also using here this same formula in order to actually classify here the email spams when you have any kind of binary classifications actually. So that's it from my side. I hope you enjoy this full tutorial and make sure to subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. And thank you and bye bye.